pray this morning. Great morning, great morning, great morning, great people. Great morning, y'all. How are y'all doing this morning? I hope you're having a fantastic. Whoa, Lord, whoa, Nelly. Hold on, y'all. Now, because I thought I had it. Don't be judging me. Cause I thought I didn't know it was gonna do all of that. Hold on, y'all. I done dropped the cards on the floor. Oh Lord, I'm about to take Instagram them out. Don't be judging me. Okay, I'm back. Great morning. Great morning. Great morning. Great morning. Great people. Welcome to this morning's message, y'all. Child, I done dropped all these little cards on the floor. We're not gonna look at all of them because it was a lie. Welcome to this morning's message, y'all. How are y'all doing this morning? I hope you're having a fantastic and amazing start to your day. Um, y'all, OMG, it's been a morning. It's been a morning, but we are here. Wait a minute now. What y'all said, y'all? The Lord told me something, and it don't even really even go with what we talking about today. But I'm a we gonna talk about it. Can we just drop this in the chat? Let's drop this in the chat. Come in, like the live, share the love, drop something in the chat that you're grateful for this morning. Green Eye Diva Neoma, good morning, my honey. Good morning. She said, great morning, great morning. I'm grateful for the grace of the Lord. Indeed and amen. Great morning, Kathy. Great morning, Sandy. Great morning, Jared. Great morning, y'all. Y'all come in, like the live, share the love. Welcome to this morning's message. What we dropping in the chat this morning? Rise and shine. Rise and shine. Rise and shine. Okay. I tell y'all what, the Lord was talking to me when he put this on the calendar over the weekend. He was talking about grave clothes. Now, I had heard it before. He was talking about a wardrobe, like a wardrobe shift, a wardrobe change, but we ain't talking about regular clothes. Well, I guess we kind of talking about regular clothes too, but he talking about your spirit name clothes, your spiritual clothes. Good morning, Pamela. Good morning. Pamela said, I'm grateful for the Lord's guidance and peace in my life. Say that. Okay, say that. Um, Y'all, it's so much. How much can I tell y'all? How much can I talk? Daddy, uno momento. Y'all like the line, share, look. Daddy. Well, I know I ain't really have to yell, but I was just making, I just need you to hear me for just a second. How much can I talk about? Can I just say two words? Debt cancellation. Guess what, y'all? Okay, y'all know I'm on my journey of rebuilding and stuff. Y'all, I don't know why it didn't come on both of my credit reports. It only came off of one of them. I told y'all I paid the little collection off and stuff. And so it came off of my one of my little credit reports. I say, well, come on, credit. Anyway, so now I ain't got but like two things on there now. Y'all, I'm so excited. So debt cancellation. Y'all, it just be so much. Can we just get y'all just I can't take when can I talk about it? I can't even believe it because I don't understand it. I can't talk about that yet. Well, it's something else. Just can we just say debt cancellation? That's something completely different. But the Lord is out here canceling debts, y'all. I'm telling you, He's doing it. Okay, I'm telling you, He's doing it. He is, He really do be doing like magical stuff, like stuff that don't even make no sense. You can't explain it. You don't understand it. Come on, is that a song? I can't explain it. I can't contain it. Jesus, your love is so amazing. Who sang that? Stomp. Shout out Kirk Franklin. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, come on, God, in the debt cancellation. So, but that's not what we're talking about today. We'll have to save that for another day. Today we talking about rise and shine. Rise and shine. And so as the Lord was talking to me about that this morning, come on, investment. He was talking about, baby, we are shaking off these last little remnants, whatever was left, right? He been talking to me about the leftovers, the leftover from for some of us, maybe you've been going through some attacks. You letting go of whatever remember we've been talking about doors shutting behind us and moving into our new seasons. And so the Lord been talking to me a lot about like shaking off the last little bit of whatever was left. Baby, we stepping into this new season with confidence, with courage, with faith, and we know that the Lord is going to do great and amazing things in our lives, and we're going to expect that. Okay, we're going to expect that, and so we receive that. I'm grateful for your communication and new knowledge. I'm so grateful. Thank y'all for continuing to tap in with me. We're going to see what's happening. Of course, what was this? What y'all said? Divine counterpart just fell out. Okay, so I think Capricorn, if you got Capricorn in your chart somewhere, maybe if that's what you've been praying for, come on, the good news. You might have something coming in, some kind of little union coming in, but that's a story for another day. Let's talk about these grave clothes. He took me to Galatians. He took me to Galatians this morning, as he was talking to me about this. Galatians 3, and what is it, 4:26. I kept on getting the number 326, like it cycles through, and this is one of the, and it finally started to make sense, like, okay, this is where he was trying to send me. So Galatians 3:26, y'all know I can't read with my glasses on. For you are all children of God through faith in Christ Jesus, and all who have been united with Christ in baptism have put on Christ, like putting on new clothes. Can we just say, I got some new clothes? Look, what was it y'all was gonna say? Wardrobe change. We changing our whole wardrobe, y'all. Over the last couple, I'm telling y'all, I feel a shift in the air. I feel it, and I had to pray about it last night and this morning too. I was like, Lord, I feel like I thought that, and I told Dad, I said, Dad, I thought it was just the shift of like going to Instagram, but it feels like it's bigger than that. So I don't know exactly what it is that the Lord is shifting or requiring us to do. This morning, he kind of mentioned to me and was just talking about, um, you know how y'all know the way my face set up, and last night I had something came to my attention, and I was like, but after I got done, I was praying and talking to the Lord, and he started talking to me about the faith that I've had before, when like the Lord be like, just get ready to move, when you'll just drop everything on a dime and just be like, okay, I got to make this move. Like what not, and it could be a physical move, of course, but it's just having that same level of faith that no matter what the Lord tell you to do, he gonna take care of you. And it feels like it's a requirement, y'all. In this season, it's a requirement. Like we got to have that kind of faith. We finna see what's gonna come out in the cards, y'all. Because the Lord is just like, now we shaking off the old, whatever was, and now we're moving into something new. Go and read Galatians 3:26. We're not gonna be scared. We're not gonna be fearful. We're gonna step into whatever this is, because it's that shift that's happening. It's a shift. Hey, child, I know now. I understand it. I ain't been. My mom been kind of in and out. I asked her the other day. I was like, "Child, where you been at? Shawty, where you been at?" But she had been over hanging out with my sister for a minute. So, um, let's see what's happening, y'all. Let's see what's happening. Y'all like the live share. Do I got the big face over here today? I don't know, child. I tried to do the settings different, but anyway, let's see what's happening. Let's see what's going on. Y'all, it's just so many changes that I feel like are happening. Which part? Okay, strategic moves. Y'all know yesterday we talked about moves, right? The Lord like moving. For some of y'all, I know that they're not, I don't even know how to explain this, but this could be something that a move that you made that literally it is, huh? You know, I've noticed that before. Y'all told me that before, but I wasn't really thinking about it. Y'all did. Y'all, it's some of the craziest stuff going on, and I don't even know how much of it. Well, I hadn't really even asked the Lord if I can share it, but I'm gonna share this one little part because this is important for some of you in regards to your gifts. Okay. So there's been a series of things that have been happening in my life, right? In my life, and just things, perception, being able to see things and understand what's happening around you, right? So check this out. The last 2 weeks or so, the Lord has given me some very, very strict instructions. And so um as I know I'll be able to talk about it in detail as I continue to move through it. But for right now, let me suffice it to say this. There were some things that were going on that the Lord was showing me about. Come on, and y'all, didn't I just let me put my coffee down? Because I can't. Now I just shuffled these cards. Wasn't I just talking about debt cancellation? And look at what's at the bottom of the deck. Deck. Debt. Okay. I'm telling you, the debt card. Told y'all the Lord is canceling out some debt. This could be karmic debt, this could be financial debt. I'm trying to told y'all the Lord is canceling some things. And this could be like you paying your dues. Like maybe you have y'all them spectacles, them lashes trying to take them spectacles out. This could be you like you done paid your dues, you done paid your debts, like the karma is you done cleared some karma, whatever it is. I told y'all the Lord is up here, he's clearing out debt. And so anyway, um, can I just talk to because okay, some people gonna understand this and some people ain't. Your gifts, when we say your gifts will make room for you, the Lord gave me a new level of understanding with that yesterday. Okay. So, people are gifted in a multitude of ways, right? Different people have different gifts. If you speak on all the clairs, or you know what I'm saying, like clairs, clairsentience, clairvoyance, whatever, whatever, whatever. So the Lord gave me some revelation yesterday. And can I just tell somebody that he had to make something make sense for me? The Lord has given me very specific instructions. And I mentioned it the other day, but the Lord is just like, listen, how do I even explain that? They said, just say it. Well, y'all know I be trying to temper stuff down, but the Lord ain't in that season. Some of you need to understand that, and I've mentioned this before, you're hearing on a different frequency. The gifts that you have, they're God given. So, like for me, I don't want this to sound bad, but I'm talking to angels. Yesterday, do y'all know that the Lord literally revealed to me everybody don't have that gift? And everyone doesn't have the gift. Everyone is not in tune and on the frequency of God, on the frequency of angels. And so people will think that you're crazy because they can't hear what you hear. Because guess what? The angels ain't talking to them. Sometimes, depending on how the Lord is using your gift, y'all, I know who I'm communicating with. So some of you, it's like, let's say you're in a spiritual community, right? And they like maybe it's a lot of spirits. It's like people who are gifted and they can hear. I had to ask the Lord yesterday. I say, well, why can't they? Because they're listening to me, right? They're listening to my thoughts. But why can't they hear what I hear? And the Lord told me so clearly, y'all. He said, because they're not on your frequency. They're not on the same frequency as you. Everybody, the angels ain't the angel, your angels, your spirit names, they don't have to communicate with the people around you. That's who the Lord has. They're communicating with you. And so the Lord gave me that revelation, and but it was in terms of gifts as well. So just understand that everybody's not going to understand your gifts, okay? Because you're not even hearing the Lord. He said it so clearly yesterday. You're not even hearing on the same frequency. Everybody is not. It's like the closer you are to God, the more understanding and awareness that you will have. Everybody ain't talking to angels, okay? Let me just say that. And so I don't know what the importance of, maybe that'll come back and be revelation for somebody at a later point. But when the Lord told me that yesterday, he was like, everybody ain't gonna understand your gifts or the way that he has you using them. Okay. So just know that everybody's not on your frequency. We on the 963 frequency. We on the frequency of God. And God don't communicate with people in the same way. Your angels are not communicating with everybody. Some people don't have that kind of direct access. Okay. So just understand that, because he had to show me that yesterday, because I really didn't understand it. And he was like, no, it's a different level. It's almost like it's levels to this. this? Can we just drop that in the chat? It's levels to this. There are different levels of hearing. There are people who can only hear down here in the earthly realm. You can only hear people, right? But there are those of us, and I feel like those of us who can hear from the Lord, those of us who are hearing in the spirit, those of us who are communicating with angels in different realms and different dimensions. So you got to know what level you're on. It's levels to this, y'all. There's levels to spirituality. And there are people who will think that, like, I've heard they've said different things in the Lord, because it came up. I was like, well, Daddy, he was like, they ain't even hearing at the same frequency that you're hearing. So just understand that everyone hears differently, okay? Everyone receives differently. And if you're communicating with God, you on a whole new level anyway, okay? So I hope that helps somebody when people start questioning your gifts, your talents, your skills, and your abilities. This is why we say we're not here to try to make people understand us. As long as you know you're doing what the Lord has asked you to do, then you got to keep moving, okay? All that do it is one of them rise and shine. That's why you got to keep using your gifts, okay? It's time to put attention to what you spend your money and time on. This is an omen if you're in a cycle of bad habits that have left you in debt. Structure your spending differently, discipline yourself, balance your budget, and make necessary changes to avoid future debts. Don't let others waste your time or money, okay? But I really feel like that's talking about debt cancellation for real, because Lord is doing it, okay? All to do it. Let's get to it. What else, y'all? It just feels like so many things are changing. So many things are shifting, y'all. So many things are shifting. Y'all, I can't make it up. Did I just say clairvoyance? Did I just say clairvoyance? Did I say it? Was I not? You understand? Okay, let me just read the card. It says it's time to pay. It's time to pay attention. Thank you, Lord. We receive it to your visions and psychic insights. Okay, your receptivity is becoming stronger. Write down what you're sensing. Invest more time into meditation and lucid dreaming. Your visions are real. You are seeing and sensing things beyond the five physical senses. Interpretation is key. Told you, it's levels to this, okay? It's levels to this. So just know, whatever your gifts are, I specifically just said clairvoyance, you're hearing on a different frequency. So own your gifts and don't worry about what nobody else got to say, baby, because here's your confirmation. Y'all think, look, it's not a game. Like, I'm not out here, but you got to know your gifts. You got to know who you are and how the Lord is using your talents. Okay, here we go. What else, Lord? I can't make it up, child. Be so funny, Lord. You so funny, y'all. The Lord is funny. He be having jokes. But when he said what him said, and he meant that. Okay. Come on, news. So there may be some news that's coming in. Good morning, Chris Curls. Good morning. There may expect important information to come soon. This could come in the form of disclosing secrets, confessions, apologies, explanations, or personal hopes and dreams of the future. This may include receiving communication from someone you're no longer in communication with. Be ready, pay attention to the signs. Okay, so some of you that you may feel like somebody's getting ready to try to come back in. We see what's happening. Y'all told y'all, I'ma just say be mindful, okay? Because if the Lord has shut some doors, we trying to step through new stuff, y'all. We stepping into new doors, and so some people had to stay outside on the other side. It's just a true story. Because what'll happen? Which I mean, because yeah, child, they'll keep trying to pull you back into them. I ain't going backwards. I just can't do it. We're not going backwards. We're committing to that. Okay, we're not going backwards. Child, look, you can only give people so many chances. Ain't nobody finna keep doing that. Come on, Mercedes. Anyway, okay, what else? Here we go. We have coherence that's coming in. Like attracts like is what this says. You're becoming coherent to the vibrations of others emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and even physically. You're sharing the vibrations of others. Be selective. I'm telling y'all, be selective with who you allow in your sphere. Protect yourself from toxicity. Thoughts and emotions can bleed through. We are all interconnected. Energy is shared. Okay, so just be mindful, right? Just be mindful of, because yeah, people may be wanting to come back, but that's because it's rise and shine time. Okay, we're rising, we're shining, and you're glowing different, right? You glow different, especially when you walking with the Lord. You glow different. For some of y'all, it's some folks who thought you weren't gonna walk away, but now they understand. I'm telling you, somebody done cleared out some debt. Whatever this is coming up in the past. Like you've cleared out some debt. You know why it's like wiping the slate clean, and we receive it. Okay, we receive it. Okay, what else? Which ones? Mm-hmm. Child, no, we ain't finna do that. Okay, here we go, y'all. Dream catcher at the bottom of the deck, the subconscious beneath the surface, nightly dreams, telepathy. So if you can feel something coming, you be prepared for it because it is. It's almost like that one, like I don't know, that final round, baby. That last round of warfare. I ain't gonna say it was difficult, but it was just different. It was different than what I was used to. But anyway, I feel like the Lord brought us through successfully on the other side of it. So, and then you just know how the enemy gonna try to, like, another tactic, child. What else? Mm-mm. What you mean? It feels like things are finally starting to come together. Come on, surrender. Come on, movement. It feels like, yeah, with harmony at the bottom of the deck, it feels like things are finally starting to come together, y'all. Y'all know, for like I've been telling the Lord, I've been feeling this energy to just have to push, like really, really, really trying to make things happen. And some days are worse than others where I feel like I'm barely making it, right? I'm barely making it, but I feel like things are finally starting to come together. Remember, we talked about resurrendering some things. So whatever this is, like this could have been something. This could have been like you having to just say, "Lord, I give it back to you." Acceptance, flow, detachment, cease, resistance. I'm telling you, your surrender is what is canceling out these debts. Your surrender, what is bringing in this fast movement, fast paced change. Somebody finna have to, it's like the pace is gonna pick up. And I don't know exactly what everybody has going on in their lives. Some people may be moving. This could be moving jobs. This could be you completely shifting into something new. I'm telling y'all right now that some of you might get some news that's going to cause you to have to move, to relocate, to transition. And we're in this process. I asked the Lord that the other day because I told y'all I feel the shift. I feel like it's not, if the thank you, it's like I feel like it's not over. I feel like there's more that's required at this time. And so I asked the Lord, I was like, well, even today, I was like, okay, Lord, what is it? What is something else that I feel like the Lord is calling us to? So you got to know what it is, and you got to just ask him and wait for the answers to see what it is that the Lord is wanting to shift in your life. But it feels like this could be very quick. The process, I don't feel like it's going to take a long time. Fast paced change, surge of energy, laser focus on intentions and actions, aligning our resources. Told you everything's coming together. Moving quickly to pursue the best opportunities. If you feel like it's time, like you just gonna know when it's time to make the move. And so pay attention. If you ask the Lord for a sign, if you ask him, and y'all know we talk about signs, right? We talk about signs, but the thing is, it's that inner knowing within that's just gonna tell you, okay, it's time. I told y'all I'm starting to feel antsy. Like I'm starting to feel antsy. I'm starting to feel uncomfortable. Um, and so I know that there's a shift or a transition that's coming. I just don't know what it is all the way completely yet. But the Lord will show you when it's time. So just trust and be ready to move. Be equipped for the move. Be ready to make the move when the Lord tells you it's go time. Okay, it's go time. Because it feels like obstacles are also being removed. And again, all of this comes back to our surrender, y'all. If you just, man, I'm telling you what, because who? Baby, I got tired. I got tired, and when I start, if I feel like I'm trying to do stuff, I'll be like, man, I'm not finna keep trying to do this. I'm finna let the Lord do what the Lord is gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna let Him do what He's gonna do. So, what else? Victim mindset is the next card to come out. Decreased awareness of personal power. Can we just say in the chat, I know my power, I know my worth, I know who I am. I'm not going to diminish myself. Pick one, whichever one you feel like you need to apply to your life. Excessive belief that the world is acting against us, increased sensitivity, and searching the environment to detect threat, blame, denial of personal responsibility. So this is the thing: we don't play the victim. We don't play the victim. We ain't on no woe is me. Look, we make moves. Okay, I know my power, and some of us we're having to recall that power back and remember who we are. We're not putting look because we're not. This feels like limiting energy. With some that maybe this is what the healing was about because healing is up under that. It's like maybe I don't know. Maybe you were the lack. Come on, Lord, the lack of confidence. Remember, we talked about confidence yesterday in detail. It's like the lack of confidence or feeling like you can't do something. I just heard again, go back the way you came. Now, I don't know what that represents in your life. I don't know what it is or how the Lord is moving you around, but he keep on giving me this energy. He keep on talking to me about Elijah and telling Elijah to go back the way that he came after Elijah was hiding in the mountain. Lord, I'm going to have to go. It's in Kings. I want to say it's in First Kings. I'm going to have to go back and read that again. I feel like that's what I'll be reading over the weekend because he's talking about coming the great. Come on, Lord, taking off the grave clothes, okay? Like really saying, listen, you can't stay here, okay? You can't stay here. We have got to, it's like we got to rise up, we got to shine, we got work to do, okay? No limit, we're removing boundaries, setting limits, restraints. I feel like that's what for some of you, this news is coming in. It's actually going to help to free you from whatever the boundaries are that have been holding you back. It's going to allow you to find who feels restricted. Maybe some of you, that's the problem. I feel that, right? It feels like there's something that I don't know if you're waiting on something that you feel like it's the waiting, it's being patient in the waiting as we're waiting on the Lord to do what he said he's going to do, or to provide the resources, or just to provide what it is for you to make the move. But y'all know, look, I'm telling you, the decision card back up there, yeah, that's definitely what it is. Feeling like you're not able to make the move, like you're not having everything that you need. It's going to be provided. It's gonna be provided. One thing I told the Lord the other day, I said, let me get my faith in alignment. Come on, little squirrel. I said, let me get my faith in alignment of knowing the Lord is going to protect us. Okay. He's going to bring us exactly what we need at exactly the right time. Whatever this, it's almost like they just showed me like a dam, like pressure. Remember we talked about pressure yesterday, pressure behind the a dam. It's almost like when you once it gets started, you're not gonna stop. So don't feel like right, even if if the Lord is not allowing you to move right now, when he says it's go time, baby, it's gonna be go time. What y'all said? Look, y'all said that, and I didn't see this card. I'm telling you right now, and divinely guided. They showed me a chain when they showed me a chain, and they showed me a dam, right? And then this card just showed up. This says guarded, closed off, braced, cautious, private, holding back, things yet to be revealed. The Lord can't show you everything, y'all. He can't show you. And I just feel like right now, he's just but see, it's some can we gonna break he finna break every chain. I'm telling you, I feel this in my spirit, y'all. Like oh Lord, can I oh my gosh, I can't even when he allows me just to talk about it, I'm telling you the Lord will do something so miraculous. And when he allows me to talk, it's something that the Lord has done, and I don't have a clue how he did it, y'all. I mean, not that I would, but it just don't even make sense. And I'm still kind of in shock about it. But when he allows me to tell y'all, because it's something that is necessary for other things to happen. We've been talking about a catalyst. And so sometimes you just got to sit back and just be like, do your part, do what you can, and then just let the Lord do the rest. And he will, y'all. I'm telling you that he will. And you ain't going because you're not gonna understand it. And this the thing and y'all know the Lord will allow you to talk about things and as he determines that you can. When I tell y'all about this, y'all gonna be like, what? I don't know. I ain't got a clue. I don't know. I was just trying to do what the Lord told me to do. And it's because we are being divinely guided, y'all. I'm telling y'all, man, knowledge, wisdom, and guidance coming from the divine source, allowing our higher self to take charge and express its authentic nature and purpose. So I just feel like the Lord is like, just trust me. Can we just say, I trust you, Lord? I trust you. I trust you. It feels like new beginnings for me all over again, y'all. I feel like I'm starting from the beginning of, even if I just like use my platforms, right? Starting over on Instagram, I feel like I'm starting over from scratch. And I even told the Lord that, but he was like, you either gonna push yourself outside of your comfort zone, how you gonna grow? If you're only staying in the same place. It's not like I'm not on TikTok. I'm just not going live over there. But it's almost like I don't not gonna say it's a test. Look, but if the Lord is like, are you willing to release these comfort zones so that you can have so you can have happiness? Look, four wands up under that. Prosperity, contentment, celebration, endings, transformation, and freedom. The Lord say, go back the way you came. He's trying to bring in happiness. He's trying to bring in joy and peace. Okay. And I trust you, Lord. Like I got to trust you. I got to trust that if he's telling me to make a move, baby, it's for a reason. And I'm just gonna follow suit. Okay. So if the Lord is telling you to move, to release something, I told y'all debt cancellation. This is, and he's for some of you, maybe that's a goal. It's my goal to be free from debt. It's not going to be as hard as you think. The Lord will miraculously make stuff disappear off your credit report. He will miraculously help you, give you the resources to pay for stuff. So they just said you need not but ask. Okay. Somebody finna have a reason to celebrate. So we going to celebrate in advance. Child, I'm celebrating for y'all. What else? Y'all said that, child. They said it. They said, like, we want to be in expectation of good news as things begin to just come together, y'all, as things begin to come together. What else? For a lot of us, this is, and if y'all, I hope y'all doing y'all prosperity, clarity, I mean, money mindset, whichever you want to call it. I hope y'all setting y'all's intentions and scripting y'all's life into existence. I'm trying to tell you, who, baby, ain't no way I could be up at 4 a.m. in the morning. Y'all know I've been talking to the Lord about changing the time on this again. But I don't know, y'all. I don't know, cause 6 a.m. my time is like so late on the other coast, right? And so I've been talking to the Lord about it again. I was like, Daddy, that means I would have to get up at 3, try to get ready for the live, and then be like try to go live at 4, so it would be earlier on y'all's time. And so I don't know. I'm gonna have to see how I feel about that, child. Cause baby, listen, it'd be hard enough getting up at 4 a.m. and so I have to get up at 3 in order to go live at 4. That would be a lot for me. Plus, it would still be dark. But I've been playing around with some different ideas about timing and things. So we're gonna see what happens with that. Okay. And I'm going to trust the Lord. Look, 8 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. So, yes, work wise, some of you may be changing and shifting into something new. Um, you may be surrendering a job and just saying, I got to focus on something else. I got to focus on me. I got to focus on my happiness. I received that. I certainly do. Y'all already know I surrendered it. Um, I surrendered it back to the Lord and said, because I'm in freedom. Can I just say I miss my freedom, y'all. This is a true story. I miss freedom. Look, the Fool and the 10 of Pentacles. I miss freedom. Y'all know for all that time, over a year, I've been free. And I was really but I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful because it allowed me to start relieving, to start getting rid of some of the debt that I have as well. But I've been talking to the Lord about it because I miss the freedom. I miss the freedom of being able to just be in the presence of the Lord more than, come on, 10 of Pentacles, more than I am able to now because it's having to do a lot. So I feel like the Lord is stepping us into the next level of our freedom. Um, you may have to do something temporarily. Y'all know I don't feel like this job is going to be, it's not going to be no lifetime job. That's just a true story. Um, but you have to do what you have to do until you can do what you want to do. So I feel like the Lord is giving us the next idea, the next thing that you're getting ready to do. And which I said, they're using the example of Instagram. Instagram is different from the other places because it reaches a different audience. And so the Lord is the thing. So it's like you have to change your perspective. Whatever the Lord is giving you to work on now, He's giving you the next thing, y'all. I don't know what your next thing is, but it's something. And come on, the world. He's telling you He's giving you your next thing to work on, your next pinnacle. Okay. What is your next pinnacle? What is the next project? What is the next leg of your business? Y'all know the 10 of Pentacles where this is us building and creating and leaving our legacy. If the Lord is telling you to shift, it's because it's like there's something that you need in order to build, to get this next pinnacle up and running and going. We're not just going to settle for what we already have. You got to get ready for the next level. So He's building that. It's foundational. Thank you, Lord. It's foundational. So if the Lord is giving you a new thing to work on, baby, we got to get to work. Okay. You got to get to work on it because we're building. We're always building. We're always growing. And we're trying to secure ourselves, right? We're trying to secure ourselves and make sure we freedom, and that's it. Okay. So accomplishment, celebration, and completion. And the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This is real wealth. Okay. We building wealth over here. And that's what we gonna do. We're building wealth. So if the Lord is giving you your next thing to do, y'all, let's build, let's grow. This could be this week. It's part of this transformation. It's gonna come at different times in different places for all of us, but we've done the work. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of self-development, education, focus, and details. And we're getting our next leg towards wealth. Don't tell yourself you can't do it. We don't have that. We're not putting limits on ourselves. We're not doing that. You're being divinely guided into purpose. And so we're gonna step into it. And this week I feel like right now is the time, y'all. I don't know what it is about this particular time, but right now is the time for whatever it is. If the Lord He's calling us into something different, and now is the time to make it happen. New knowledge and wisdom that's coming in. There's something is coming together. Maybe you're attracting, some of you could be attracting some wealthy connections. King of Pentacles, and maybe I don't know, which I said, you're not gonna be some of y'all, your circle's getting ready to change completely, but there's new people. Yeah, for some of you, you're starting to realize who's on your team and who's not. Remember, we've been talking about hidden enemies. That came up for Leo. Like, you're really just understanding, and the Lord is about to start surrounding you with the right people. This could be some people who are wealthy. And if it come up, then I'm gonna talk about it. This ain't it, especially if you have a business. Like, you need partnerships, y'all. You need collaboration. You need people to work with. And some of you, there could have been some, like, I don't know, that's weird energy. hmm I tell you that the Lord finna, baby, he finna put. What was it? I don't even know how y'all said it, and I heard something about it yesterday as well. We pray for the people who didn't think you were gonna be successful. It's why they're making you more successful. I think the Lord said it yesterday. The fact, that's what He was talking about. Which I don't was it? Did I talk about it yesterday? Y'all listen. Sometimes people, and this ain't everybody message, but sometimes people can be so obsessed with what you're doing, how you're doing things. And this is not for everybody because it feels like this is very specific. Let's say somebody feels some type of way about you. This could be like in business, or this could be family as well. They'll be to said something about you and talked about you, like your name is on their mouth, in their mouth so much that they're pushing other people to go see, like, what's the hype, like what's going on. And this is not for everybody, but if like, if you got, I don't know, it's like they're saying, if you got some dealings or something with somebody, or it's like they're literally making other people, and they showed it to me. in the Bible, I want to say the other day as well, like, your haters will make other people come and see what you got going on. Like, they will make other people, because they don't understand. They like, man, what is going on? Like, why is it so? And that's actually bringing is beneficial for you, because it's you getting your product, your service out to other people, because what you're doing is beneficial for for everybody in general. But it's like they're making other people pay attention to you as well, not realizing that it's actually like that's the way that the Lord will do. He will make people who he will make the people. How did he say it yesterday? Because that's what that's they're trying to get me to say. Even those who started out against you will turn to prophesy about you. Your enemy made them interested in you. What's I say? What's so special that it borders? Wait, you're so special that it borders on obsession. Remember? Okay, I think that's it. That's what they're saying. I was supposed to talk about it yesterday. Um, so that's why we pray for, because we that's why we pray for even the people who don't like us, y'all, because it's like they're actually helping you more than they're hurting themselves. They're not hurting you. So pray for them, right? Pray for them, that they will be blessed and abundant in every area of their lives, because that helps you to become more blessed and abundant. I don't know who need that message. Y'all gave it to me yesterday, but anyway, we're moving on from that. So just know, for like you, yeah, there's some people taking notice of you. Come on, the world coming up in the middle of the spread, and you don't know people. This ain't anything you're doing. We're not. We already know we're not doing anything on our own, y'all. We're doing everything that the Lord has asked us to do. So yes, this could be bringing in some wealthy connections. This could be bringing in some partnerships. This is you becoming more accomplished in the world. Some of you putting yourself, your services, your gifts out there in the world. You're being divinely guided to do so. For whatever this, because this victim mindset limits that's guarded down here, these chains, it's like we're breaking through those. We're breaking through any lack of confidence. We're breaking through, like, we're releasing anything that we are doing that would keep us in the grave, that would keep us in the old season. We're changing clothes. The Lord has given us a new wardrobe. He's putting us into something different. It's like he's infusing us with the strength to move forward and do this. We need to go out into the world with this energy, like we're gonna take over the world. Like, we're going to go out and accomplish. We're going to go out and make it happen. We're going to go out and make things happen in our lives. We're not gonna hold, like, we're that's we have to have that attitude that you can conquer the world. So whatever this down here is, this victim mindset, these limits, we leaving the limits at the door. The Lord is saying, rise up and shine. Step into the power and the authority that I've given you to do. Some of you, this is definitely about putting yourself out there, putting your gifts out there, your talents, clairvoyance, Four of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, like putting your talents out there and not being afraid. Everybody's not going to understand it. They're not supposed to. Um, because it's what the Lord is giving you to do. So we have to, it's, they said consistent as well. And they brought up the word accountability yesterday, and then I saw it, somebody else said something like this. I saw somebody said something about accountability message, and then I heard it again this morning. So it's like being accountable to what, like, we have to push, y'all. If the Lord has given you this to do, don't quit before you at the finish line. Remember, we talking about movement. We got to push. And right now I feel like a lot of us, it's almost like that feeling of being, what y'all just said, weary, like being weary, being tired. I told the Lord that this morning too. I was like, Lord, I'm tired. I could feel like I couldn't get it together this morning. But it's just because we're on the precipice of breakthrough, y'all. So do it, just keep pushing. Whatever you have to do to replenish and renew yourself. I feel like I got a lot of that this weekend when I spent time with the Lord. So replenish yourself, renew yourself. Uh, Whatever this shift is, I'm telling, it feels like it was necessary. And for a lot of us, it was necessary in order to what, stop depleting us. Yeah, whatever this is, you're gonna make a shift, and it's gonna actually improve your health. It's gonna make you feel better. I know for sure, for me, it's that's definitely happening. So um Take care of yourself. And if the Lord is telling you to shift, y'all, you got to shift, because we're not gonna put our wealth on the line. We're not gonna do that. Like, we're just not. Okay. These moves we making are too important on this. Okay. They are too important on this. Is that it? I think that's all they got this morning. Get ready to pick up speed. Get your rest when you can, because in a minute you're not gonna have time to rest, and you're gonna be looking for it with a in the daytime, with a flashlight in the daytime. Okay, as things begin to pick up speed, because things are aligning, and so this is that last little push. What now, y'all know I don't do timing, but things are like, it's like over the summertime, maybe these next few months are going to be very busy. Like, we've been talking about the sprint as well. So just get ready to run. Get ready to run. Get ready to pick up the pace, and just don't stop, and get your rest. Do what you can. Make sure you're staying replenished, okay? And that's it. I'm trying to partner up with new people in comedy and my spirit tribe. Got to be careful. Child, listen. We got to be careful in everything that we do, right? In everything that we do. The Lord will send the right people. He will send the right connections, the right partnerships at just the right time. One thing I have learned in this season, and I ask the Lord about it, of course, all the time. I ask him everything, and y'all know that. But man, y'all, it's crazy. I'm so grateful for the community that we have over here. But I also understand, like, it's hard being in spiritual communities, y'all. It really is. Or not, I guess, depending on which ones you be in. But it can be difficult. But I've learned that the Lord will form your tribe around you. You don't have to go looking for your tribe. The Lord will put you in alignment with the right people at the right time. Um and that's just it. That's just it. Because a lot, in my own experience, when I've tried to go and be a part of tribes or groups or networks, it when I tried to force it, it didn't work out. It didn't work out. And for some people, like, it depending on, if there's always like a hierarchy, or you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And people, you got to be dealing with the right people. I want to be in alignment with people. I understand that people are more elevated than me, and I receive that. But baby, I'm not here. I'm not on that trying to be bigger. Like, I'm gonna get as big as the Lord allows me to get. Like, I'm not here to try to compete. And so you end up finding in a lot of tribes and a lot of spaces that it's like this the thing. You got to have the mentality that we're all supposed to grow and glow together. And so it finds, especially when you're dealing with women, it's unfortunate, but it's a true story, right? Um, it's more of a competition, and it's just like, I'm not on that. And that's why I'm not affiliated with any tribes or groups or networks or none of that. It's why I don't mind being by myself. And because in my past lives, I felt like I needed to be involved in a group as the Aquarius South Node, right? But this time I don't. Like, I don't. I started off feeling like I needed to be a part of a tribe per se, or a soul community. But now I'm just like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I have my tribe, I have my community, I have y'all who are I'm surrounded with, right? So I'm not really worried about it. But I had to come, like, the Lord had to show me about that. True story. He had to teach me some things about that. I learned some very valuable lessons. I most certainly did. I learned some very valuable lessons. Um, but it also comes back to me just learning to be comfortable by myself. Like, I'm comfortable by myself, and you just have to know what you are meant to do in this season. Come on, destined path. Like, we're not. Come on, come on, desire and creativity. Like, sometimes you're not meant to. And my thing was, just me personally, I was meant to lead. I wasn't meant to follow. And that's just, but I didn't I the Lord had to teach me that. He had to teach me that. He had to show me, like, I didn't put you here to follow. It was me needing, in this lifetime, I'm meant to be in leadership. But I was not on that, right? Like, I was following more than I was leading. And so the Lord was like, that's not what I'm having. That's not where you're at and what you're gonna do. So funny you say that. I am now back out on my own with my new God-given directed tribe and community. But women, I had to be taught and being more careful. Yeah, man, we be doing crazy stuff, child. Like women can be interesting. Look, so says the ancestors. Name, come on, like you just yeah. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong, and I'm not speaking on all of them. This is no knock on anybody's community. I just know personally that the Lord did not, that's not what he had me on. And it's like changing your mindset about it. And so for me, I'm good with the community that comes and supports me, and we hang out and we do these lives and we chop it up and it's peaceful, right? But I don't have to be associated or attached to any group. But it's like groupthink. It's like groupthink because I'm just not in that season of my life anymore. But in the beginning, I was. I'm not in that season. So, and the Lord will surround you with the right people. He will surround you with the right people, people who are on the up and up, people who are keeping it real, people who are not competing and all this kind of stuff. Because you be on some different type of time sometimes, and you don't even understand or know the type of time somebody else is on. But you like the Lord will show you. He'll show you, and you may not even know it in the very beginning, but he'll show you, and then you be tripping because you be like, man, I wasn't even on that. But the Lord will show you what you need to know. He will show you. And Ten of Swords still was in the box, y'all. And so you may end up walking away from those term communities. Once it serves its purpose, the Lord will move you out of them. Okay, so that's just my feeling on it. I observe, and then I see what the dynamic is, and if the dynamic doesn't resonate in my spirituals, I'm gone. Like I you can is you can see it, you see what it is, and then but this is years ago. This has been years ago. This is not anything recent for me. Um, the Lord was like, no, that's not what I'm having you doing in this season. So that's it. And for some people, you're not meant to lead. I mean, you're not meant to follow, you're meant to lead. And so the Lord he will remove you or tell you to move out of groups or networks just so that you can strengthen yourself as a leader, strengthen yourself in leadership, right? There's nothing wrong with anybody's groups or whatever they got going on, but you just have to know who you are and who the Lord is calling you to be in this season. That's it. Um, and then he'll align you with the right people. But I just know that in this season, like one of my biggest lessons was I got to be okay. This is with friends, men, groups, all of that. It's not just specific to one thing. Like I had to learn how to be okay with just me by myself. I can do it by myself. I don't have to come on, King of Wands. I can do it by myself. I don't need anybody. Like I had to learn that lesson. It was a big karmic lesson for me in this lifetime. So you learn. You learn. And then it makes more sense when you understand who God is purposing you to be, what He's using you for. Why, for me, like using myself as that example, I didn't understand it at first because I'm very social. Like I like to be around people. I like my solitude to a big degree now, but I like to have fun. I like to interact with people. Like I love being like doing this, um, but it's also like I didn't understand it. I didn't like it took me some years to understand because the Lord was stepping me into doing something like this versus being in the background. And so it's like being independent versus being on a record label, I guess. I don't know, but that's just the like the analogy that they gave. But I didn't understand that it was because the Lord was stepping. He was like, no, you're meant to lead in the way that I'm going to direct you in this season, so in this lifetime. So he'll remove you, he'll put you because he needs you to lead in the way that he wants you to lead. So I hope it helped. I don't know, that's just my thought on it. I'm Everybody has their thing, but I'm not in that season of life where I need to be attached to anyone or connected to anyone. I've learned that lesson. So anyway, that's that. Um, that's that. I hope that helped. That's it, y'all. That's all I got. It's rise and shine, y'all. Rise and shine. And that's man, that's a whole can of worms as well. But it's just like that's why because it's you have to be mindful. And this is the thing. I just want to be surrounded by people who are glowing and growing and elevating just as much as me, because I want us to grow and glow together. Okay, because that's the goal for everybody to go up. I want everybody to be successful. I don't care how successful somebody is ahead of me. I just want everybody to be great and grow. And so you want to be surrounded by people who have that same kind of mentality, and it doesn't always happen. So you got to be you have to be mindful. It makes it challenging to be in groups, or it has or my I have to, it has for me. Um because you want everybody to be and you want everybody to grow and be successful, because no one's trying to outshine anybody. You can't. You're your own star. You're just gonna shine in the way that you're meant to shine, and that's it. So, and that doesn't come from you. That comes from the Lord. We all shine with the light of the Lord if we desire to do so. So I don't know. But that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. Anyway, that's it, y'all. That's it. I feel like this is one of them days the Lord is just like, okay, look, say this, get to the point. Come on, because this the thing. Y'all, we're so close. I'm telling you, I feel it. We're so close to things to transition. Um, do what's required. Do what the Lord is asking us to do in this season, and we just gonna make the necessary moves. We just not gonna be scared about it. Because he's the Lord is very, of course, he tells me, he's just like, it's getting a little challenging, right? But we got to push. We just got to push and keep moving forward. But it's not always, it's going to start easing up, and we receive it, because my God, today, y'all, it's a lot. It's a lot. But just recognizing, I love to go back when I watch these videos, y'all. I go back and as I listen to them at different points, and as they pop up and I listen to them, I'm like, oh, okay, now I understand what was happening at that time. Um, Lord be revealing things, y'all. I can't wait for this new journey. Child, me either. And I feel like it's gonna start sooner rather than later. Like what's crazy, it's so crazy. Oh my gosh. Um, chapter 44 coming up. Chapter 44 coming up. Look, and are and is built for this, built for this. We were forged for this, like we said yesterday. Forged for this, right? I can't, I'm just, and this the thing, y'all. I told the Lord, I don't even know what's coming next. I have no idea. I don't even know what's coming next. I just gotta wait on the Lord and see what He's gonna do. I don't even know. I'm just like, okay, Lord. And that's when we talk about that surrender card. I'm just like, Daddy, I don't even know what's happening next. Like I've been asking questions about just different things, and I'm just like, okay, Lord, just whatever. I'm just whatever, whatever. I just trust him. I trust him, and I feel I definitely. And it's like every time I just be like, Lord, it's just whatever. And but the last time I went through this, y'all, I was in Texas, and the Lord was getting ready to move me back to California, and I'm like, OMG. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's happening? Because it's just this feeling I start to get, that it's just like the Lord is gonna move me, He's gonna shift me into something new. It's just this feeling. One of my ending prayers, I don't know what is at the end of the tunnel, but Lord, I trust you will guide me through. Child, say that. I don't even know. I just feel like I just be sitting I just be sitting over there in the passenger seat. I just be sitting like, where we going, Lord? I told him last night, y'all, I said, Daddy, what I thought was going to happen is not, it doesn't feel like it's happening, but I'm not mad about it. Um, and so, we'll make plans, but the Lord orders our steps, y'all. Like you'll make a plan, and sometimes the Lord will completely look, as I'm looking at this U-turn sign, no U-turns. Okay, there's a no U-turn sign right there. One way. We going that way. Okay. Y'all, this is so crazy. I'm looking at the signs that are right here. One way. We going one way. And then over here is one of those little signs where the little arrow kind of goes around because there's like a whatever this is in the middle. I don't know what it's called, but it's like no U-turns, y'all. No U-turns. Oh my God, that's a whole nother message. No U-turns. We come too far to go backwards. No U-turns. We can't go back. We've gone too far. We've done too much work. We've done too much healing. We've done too much. No U-turns. Okay. We cannot go backwards. Look, and it has a big stop on it, like no, there's no U-turns, we're not turning around. And no, I have no clue where we're going next. I have no clue, y'all. I just be like, "Dad, where are we going? Like, what is it?" Child, I don't know, but he's taking us on this journey. He is taking I just wherever he leads me, I'm gonna go. Just like, okay, Lord, whatever you tell me to do, I'm gonna do it. Message. So I have no clue, y'all. I have no clue, but I receive it. Wherever he taking me, child, I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna go. And I receive that. We're gonna be fine. We'll be fine. We'll do what's necessary. He'll give us the instructions. We'll follow them, and that'll be that. So I need to send you the video I saw on TikTok about gifts and expansion that I saw yesterday. Yeah, child, you can. Oh wait, I think I got messages turned off on TikTok. You can send it to me on. You can send me the link on. Do I have? I don't know. You'll fix. Well, find one of them. Probably Facebook because I think I'm still on Messenger. I think I turned everything off on all the other platforms. Um, I know I turned TikTok off, and so I don't think. Well, you can send it to me either way because you can get in contact with me. But um, man, y'all, it's crazy when the Lord told me that yesterday, because I didn't, because it's, because it's a lot. It's just understanding who you are versus who other people are. I'll just put it like that. And so that's what the Lord was explaining to me yesterday. He was just like, it's levels to this, and I mean, and this is not any kind of arrogance, but it's just knowing who you are. The Lord doesn't speak to some. Let me just say this: the Lord, first of all, the Lord ain't speaking to everybody. Okay, can we just say that some people ain't walking with the Lord? It doesn't matter if you have a gift. That doesn't mean that you're using it to serve the Lord. People serve the enemy just like they serve the Lord, right? So first, it's about are you if you're not in if you there everybody can't hear in the spirit. Everybody can't. Everybody doesn't have. Everybody ain't got Jesus on the main line. And so yesterday, as the Lord was explaining to me, it was like whole revelation for me because I couldn't make it make sense. And he was just like, because I was trying to figure out. The Lord gave me instructions, and He was like, "Don't do it." He told me very specifically something. He was like, just chill, just relax, keep yourself protected. Just don't even do it. I'm like, okay, Lord. And so I just be going about my business. Like I'm not on nothing. I'm just trying to get myself together, get my life in order. But I didn't understand why he was so specific about about me about gifts, right? And he just point blank told me yesterday, just straight out told me. He was like, no, because I was like, why can't they hear y'all? Why are people listening to me? Why are they want? First of all, y'all, let me just tell y'all, I know the way my mind works, and my mind be all over the place. So I have to focus, right? I have to focus. That's why I use the tarot cards. You focus in on the messages you need to give at that moment, right? That's the way that everybody read tarot different, but for me, it allows me to focus on all the information that I've gotten, the messages. Y'all, I get like it's constant. When you're hearing and seeing in the spirit, like the spirit, right? You'll be getting messages all the time, like all the time. If you are a messenger, what am I? A messenger from the Lord. I'm communicating with angels. I'm constantly getting things. I have to file things away. And so that's me. So I have to focus in when I'm trying to do something. Message. When I'm trying to focus, I got to focus on when I'm at work, y'all, I got to focus on work because otherwise my mind be all of you remember I'm used to sitting in my car, sitting in here communicating with the Lord and spirit them all day. And so when I was able to do that, it was cool because I just grabbed my journal, write things down. I'm journaling all day. Like I didn't have it was different. So anyway, so I'm at work, I'm focused. And so the Lord was like, come on, 211, come on, Newport. And so I was like asking the Lord, I was like, man, y'all, because I told y'all the other day, if you ain't never had to just sit and shield yourself for 8 full hours, first of all, if my mind was on go like it always is, people would be like, something's wrong with her. Let me get out of her head. Okay. So, because God speaks through people, and when you're a lighthouse for people going through a storm, your words will get through to them. True story. True story. But I also am I receive that. Thank you, dearest one. Absolutely. So I'm always filing information away, like stuff that I'm getting. So yesterday, y'all, when Spirit and them were telling me, because I was just like, oh my gosh, y'all, I don't feel like I'm that. I'm like, I don't. I was like, man, I'm not that interested. I don't have that much going on. I just be in my own little world for real, for real. But yesterday, when the Lord gave me this revelation, because I was like, well, why can't, because really, y'all, Spirit and them even be leaving me alone because I'm trying to focus in on what I'm doing. But they don't, over here, they don't want to leave me alone. They don't want to leave me alone. And so it's like they're trying to, it's like I don't even know how to explain it. I'm trying to just focus on doing the work at hand, but it's like trying to draw me into something else. And I'm just like, man, I'm not on that. I'm just trying to work, get my life in order. I'm just trying to focus. And so yesterday I was just talking to the Lord about it on the way home, and I was like, Daddy, I don't get it. I was like, what is it? And of course, because I'm just trying to work, the Lord was like, everybody doesn't hear on the level that you hear on. Message. Everybody is not hearing in the spirit. You can hear on the 3D and not get a word from God. Like, it's just a true story. The Lord speaks to and through who he speaks to and through. Everybody ain't talk. God ain't talking to everybody. Angels aren't talking to everybody. Message. And so they told me that yesterday, and I was just like, oh, now I get it. Because I'm listening to the instructions of the Lord, and he's like, just work, just do your job. Just that's what you did. Just do your job. Like you're there to do a job. Just do the job. And so um I didn't understand it. And but then the Lord just come in and give revelation and be like, because that's not what I have you there for. I have you there for a very specific reason. So just do what I asked you to do. You don't have to focus on anything else. And so he gave me a vision the other day. I told my dad about it, but it was just like, okay, um, everybody's not hearing on the level of the Lord. And it's a privilege. And I call myself blessed. I feel so honored to speak to the Lord, and that he speaks to me, and that his angels speak to me in the way that they do. And I'm very serious about it. But they made me understand yesterday that speaking with them is a privilege as well, and everyone doesn't have access to them. And so I'm forever grateful that the Lord, come on, Lord, that he finds me worthy to be able to give his angels over to communicate with me on the level that they do. But who hears them is up to them. It's not up to us. Everyone doesn't have angelic assistance. They don't have the divine communication. You can be gifted, but that don't mean who are you, whoever you're talking to, that doesn't mean that you're talking to angels. I know who I'm speaking with. And they don't give everyone is not that privileged. And so I'm grateful. I am grateful for the communication that I have. And so it made sense. It made sense. And I say, okay, Lord, I receive that. And I left it at that. Um, I don't care how gifted, I don't care how clairvoyant, I don't care what your gifts are. If the Lord doesn't want you to hear him, then you won't. If the angels don't want you to hear them, then you won't. Everybody doesn't have that privilege. And so I'm grateful to have that privilege. But they told me yesterday, and I say, receive it. So that's just that, man. Like I feel I'm honored to do the services, that to do what the Lord has asked me to do in the way that he's given me to do it. And he's just like, ain't nobody else got to understand the way that I'm speaking to you. I'm gonna keep speaking to you. As long as that happens, I don't care about none of the rest of that. Like I'm just, as long as he still continues to use me to be to spread love, light, and healing energy and to speak on his behalf, I'm be an oracle for him, I'm going to do so. Um and that's why he told me I had to come out of the cave. He was like, no, you, because it speaks, it goes back to confidence. I'm confident in my gifts that the Lord has given me. I don't care what anybody says. I'm not, and I don't care if you believe me. If you don't believe, then fine, my message ain't for you. Goodbye. Bye. Like it's just that simple, because this is not about hearing on earth, this is about hearing in the spirit. So you're either going to learn how to develop that gift or you're not. But I'm not here to teach people how to read people's thoughts, or I'm not on that. I don't. I'm just be honest. I like I'm not on that. I want you to connect with the Lord. Um, I'm not here to try to do that or teach that or talk, like I'm not on that. Why? That's for somebody else who's interested in that. No, I want people to learn how to connect with God. And so that's that. So that's what he is allowing me to teach and allowing me to share, and allowing me to do. And that is a privilege because everybody doesn't have that opportunity, nor does he give everyone that assignment. So I'm grateful, y'all. I don't even know. Thank you, Lord. We receive that. Um, the Lord does what he wants to do. I don't question it. I don't question it. And so, yeah, that's that on that. Yes, yes, yes. So that's that for that. That's why you just got to, like, this season, it doesn't matter, like, strengthen, 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 man. The Lord, like, he strengthened. He is strengthening you, but understand that it's me being also able to recognize what the tactic was. Um, it's just like, oh, okay. Like, be confident in your gifts, be confident in your assignment, be confident that you can go anywhere and do what the Lord has asked you to do. I'm confident that no matter where I go, what platform I'm on, I'm confident in giving my messages to the Lord or from the Lord. That's it. Like, and he was like, that's all that's necessary. And so he said, now shift. And so I did. And that's that. So that's it. I don't know, y'all. Like, I was talking to my dad about it the other day, and he was just like, man, because he's a prophet, right? Like, this is my stepdad, um, and so I was talking to him about just different stuff that be happening. Like, y'all have no idea for real about most of the stuff, like all day. Like this spirituality stuff, y'all, is deep. It is deep. It's deep. And depending on how deep you go into this world, this ain't got nothing to do with no third eye opening. This ain't got nothing to do with none of that. It's so much deeper than that. It's so much deeper than that. And I'm still a bear. I feel like I'm still a baby on this walk. It's like but the Lord is introducing me. Call to me and I will show you great and unsearchable things that you do not know. Telling you, man, like, it's so much big, man. Look, but you don't. It's just like the more time you spend with the Lord, and remember, it's just been me and God for like the last. Other than I've been working for a month now, so it's just been me and God for the last 15 months or so. Just me and God. All I've done is just spend time with God in the wilderness, literally in the wilderness, where it's real, like real connection, solitude. Telling y'all, it's a lot. So it be crazy stuff that's happening. And I don't, a lot of stuff, some stuff I speak on, some stuff I don't. I just file it away and be like, oh, okay, noted. All right, noted. Spirit them be like, pay attention. Okay. you know, but I don't, it just, it's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. So how deep you go off into your spiritual walk is up to you. But I know that I was born for this. This is my assignment here on earth because I have to be able to teach other people about it. So anyway, that's it. Y'all, hydrate your soul and things, drink your water, say your gratitude. Have a fantastic and an amazing day in purpose and on purpose. We finna go do great and amazing things, okay? That's it. That's all I got. Y'all, I love y'all in real life. Make sure you like the live, share the love. What else? That's it. That's all I got. I can't even think of nothing else, child. I just started. Look, they just started all this stuff. It's just like that. It'll be like a floodgate. And all of a sudden, it's just like other stuff. Like, okay, say this, say this, say this. And I don't even be having enough time for it. That's it. Go be great, amazing. I feel like this shift is happening. Y'all let me know if you want to send me an email to join the community at gmail.com. And I will see y'all in the morning. Love y'all in real life. Bye, y'all.